Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Influence of Creatrix. My name is Rita Egidio, and here I am again with a new guest, a beautiful soul. Do you want to present yourself, please?
Sure. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brenda Flores, and I'm a transformational business mentor with Beyond Business.
Oh, nice. How long? Okay, how long are you doing this, and what is your why?
Sure. I've been doing this particular business for just a short time, but it's always been my calling, and I have been working in the corporate world, coaching and mentoring people to help them change process and help them think differently. So they look at process and they see where there's waste, and I help them think differently so that they can get rid of their fear and help their process be more efficient. My why for this business is that I'm 60 years old. All
Beautiful.
along,
You're 60, you're young, yes.
and I'm a young 60 years old, yes. And all throughout my professional career, I have gained skills and gained knowledge and learned about myself and realized where I am best and where I'm happiest is really helping people get rid of self-doubt so that they can achieve whatever they want to. And so that's how I came up with the idea of Beyond Business. I'm a business mentor, but I also help people with their mindset so they can create a successful business. I've created 2 businesses from the ground up that are multiple 6-figure businesses.
Wow.
I've worked in the corporate world. I started as a dietitian. I have a master's degree in nutrition and wanted a broader impact. So my dream is that women have the power and the self-belief and creeps in, because it will, for them to get rid of them so that they can just flourish and be their best selves before they hit 60.
Yeah. So we are in the same boat, because I used to be a DJ and tour the world, nothing. And I learned social media and how to grow and how to become viral. And then when the COVID did hit, I could not work. So I started coaching artists, and then artists is not really a market then I prefer coaching, because my vision is I'm an amplifier. So I want to work with women, same as you, who have a gift, who are successful already. They just want more. They want their message spread. They want the eyeballs. They want to have more clients. And that what I do now is like I teach the skills that you need to go viral, but as well I teach the mindset, and I the blocks of money that we have sometimes, and raising our prices and attracting the perfect clients. And now I add EFT and tapping to really bring that up and clear very fast. And I'm so amazed, because I'm inviting all of you to this podcast, this baby podcast. And this baby podcast is just about this energy. It's just about women as you, women all ages, all religions, all colors, all shapes. We all are in a mission. We Creatrix are in a mission of getting up and getting strong and do the difference. So I totally align with what you are saying. How is your superpower? What is your superpower?
Yeah. It's funny. I'm reading a book called The Big Leap. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic book, and it talks about your zone of genius. And all my life, my superpower, which that's where your zone of genius is, right? My superpower is being able to take complex ideas, complex, thoughts, and make them simple and easy to understand. And so I put that to work in the corporate world, teaching, mentoring, large groups, individuals, et cetera. And I'm using that now because people have thoughts, or people have this big, what they think is a complex problem that they have a hard time breaking down. And my gift is that I am able to hear them. I can see it, and I can break that complex thought down. So it's something that they can digest, and they don't feel like they have to conquer the world all at once. They can take it bite by bite or step by step.
Oh, nice. What type of coach are you? What type of mentor are you?
I am a mentor who really understands and listens to what my client needs. So I call it sweet and salty. I'm a sweet mentor, but I can be salty, meaning that I hold you accountable and I call you out on some of the BS that I might see, or some of the lies you might be telling yourself, and helping you have your actions get in alignment with what you say and what you believe and what you want. So I compassionate, loyal, expert. I am not, well, I have a very strong sense of intuition, but I don't claim to be an intuitive coach, or I don't use those skills necessarily. I use my business skills, my coaching skills, my mentoring skills.
I'm listening to you about being intuitive and not using or not calling that. Do you feel, because I feel, I don't even put that in words. I did not even knew that was a thing. It's just, I'm very intuitive. I can read people. I can feel them. I can say, it feels like kind of you are reading them, but you are getting the vibe, and whatever is that, a superpower coming from another side, another dimension. Do you feel then is magic or witchcraft, then it's such a strong word, is getting, like, we all women have these powers, but because of society, we don't want to call them out, because we don't want to say, oh, I'm a witch as well, because witch is such a, right? We have a lack of words to describe this in society without looking crazy. But do you think we are all, I think in this moment we have a movement of women who are coming out more strong than ever and like claiming our power. And on the coaching world, and it's such a male oriented world. If I think about coaching, I think about Tony Robbins, or I think about, it's just men. And we are women, we have a different sensibility. Do you think it's a movement coming up? And do you feel then is magic related to that movement? We are aligning with that. I don't know how to ask it, but I think you get the vibe of my question.
Yes, I do. And I absolutely believe that, I think the movement is here. We need to help make it more visible. I've worked with several different coaches. One of them is a witch. She's magic. She does spells, and she's fantastic.
Oh my God.
I have never met someone that gets me. I mean, she gets me. And I do believe that if we allow ourselves, we give off that energy and we can receive that energy. It's again, facing that fear or getting enough in tune with ourselves to hear it. It's there. I have so many stories about that with my mother and I, and my grandmother and I. My grandmother.
Can you share some?
Sure. My grandmother would always call and say, oh, okay, who's sick? My grandmother's from Italy. And we had a Christmas cactus. She would water it and it would bloom every single time she happened to water it. My mother and I have sent the same card in the mail. Before cell phones, when you can see who's calling, whenever the phone rang, I knew when it was my mom. I would just pick up the phone. Hi. I always knew, actually, not even just my mother, but I always knew who was calling. And if I didn't, it was someone I didn't know. And that's, as I said, before cell phones, where you can see who's calling you.
Yes. So, before that, you never know who's going to call. You need to pick up the phone.
Yeah. My aunt, especially my mother's side of the family, had premonitions that came true. I mean, just all sorts of things. And I'm intuitive. I'm learning to trust my intuition more. And they say trust your gut. Well, that's what that is. It's your body knows, and your brain knows. It's a matter of really stilling ourselves enough to listen to it. So yes, I believe there's a movement. We need to make it out there so that who's the female version of Tony Robbins, right? Yes. I love Tony Robbins. Don't get me wrong. But
I hang out with him. I have a picture with him. I love it. And you help me but I want some female power, and I want some witchcraft thing. Why not? It's, it feels like I'm not a political person, or I don't talk about, but if you look how the society puts that aside, or puts the witchcraft and the power, because we are all witches. We like, when I set the intent to, I always set the intention to my calls,
yes.
my podcasts, or my game plans, and or whatever I'm doing, or to have a meeting with a client. And when I do that, it really goes and happens. And then you start being addicted to that, because you start understanding, then you create your own reality.
Yeah.
Well, with the things of spells and witch and women talking in open, we used to be killed, right?
I know. Yes. Yes.
So we still, our mothers and grandmas, and they have all that DNA fear of owning our power. If we are sexual, if we are beautiful, if we are sexy, if we are feminine, we are in danger. That is, I'm saying this to you, and it's getting it's true.
It is very true. And so people hide that. You don't want to expose it if it puts you in danger. Absolutely. So, and I think it is more accepted now, but I, as I said, one of the coaches I'm working with never told anyone that she was a witch, never told anyone about her powers. And now she's moving into them, and she's, oh gosh, I mean, she's so powerful. And I think we all are, if we allow ourselves to be. And, you said the setting intentions, you think of the human brain, and I studied, I was in medicine, so I studied the anatomy and the physiology, and that's one piece of it. But understanding that we only use single digit percent of what our brain is capable of, most of us. If you figure you use 9 or 10% of your brain power, what's out there that we don't even know yet?
Yes. Some of us. It's amazing. Okay, imagine that I ring the phone and you see my number. What can you help me with? So what kind of, let's do different. What kind of people is your tribe? Like, who do you help?
Yep. So I help women who have a dream, but are afraid to just go for it. And whatever that thing is that's holding them back, I help them identify it and break through it. So as I said, I've started several businesses, two businesses that are multi-six-figure businesses. One of them is with my husband, and now it's going strong.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yes. And the other one was a company that was a mask company that I created a clear mask during the pandemic. So that was very quick. I had to be very quick because the time was opportune, but the intent of that was for the deaf and hard of hearing. But what's more important than the business is the learning during the business. We stay up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You do whatever it takes.
Oh, yes.
You just do whatever it takes.
It tastes so good. It tastes so good. When you are in that flow, I have been waking up every day at 4, and I don't complain. It's just, you are creating something, and it's like the energy on your belly, like on your wound. It's like I'm burning. Nobody can sleep with me, not even my cat. Like I'm burning of energy,
Right.
And so tell me, so women who, I'm listening to you, and I sorry to interrupt you. The fact that you set up a business and you do like that on the pandemic, I know how fast you need to be, because you need to find a provider, you need to find someone who do it, you need to be sure then it's how you want it. You need to be very fast. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You are looking for women as you, or you are looking for women with fear, but
desire, and that they don't exactly know either the steps to take to build a business, or they kind of know the steps to take, but they're not taking it, and they don't understand why. I had blocks for years, and there were a couple of things. It was very interesting when I think about what was holding me back. One of the things is I was in a network marketing, multi-level marketing company, and I wasn't successful. And I kept comparing myself with everyone else. And I thought, I felt so awful. It's like, they can do it. Why can't I do it?
Oh my God. Yes.
My heart wasn't in it.
What is your sign?
Gemini, Cancer cusp, right on the cusp.
Okay. So I'm Sagittarian. So that's ability. It's so funny how a woman like you can build a business like you did, but you had a certain moment, and if you compare with someone else, you get stuck. Our heart needs to be there. If our heart is not there, that is the reason I could never be a lawyer, because I could never defend someone that I did not believe.
Exactly, right.
So
yes.
Explain to people who don't know exactly or never had the experience of putting your heart in something. How is?
Oh, it's so different. One of that other company I was talking about, I was doing it for the money, and the money never came. And the smile mask business and my husband's business and this business, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because the world needs it. And
I'm with you. We are together.
Yeah. There's something called ikigai, and it's a Japanese word, but it says to find your zone, right? Or your zone of excellence. Think about what are you good at? Like, what comes naturally to you that you love to do? So what do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? And what can you get paid for? And through that, you'll find, your dream. So, it's really interesting. Yes, I was thinking about money when I was creating these businesses, but I was really thinking about the people we were serving. For a mask business, for a clear mask, people with a mask couldn't communicate if they were deaf. They couldn't communicate. Yes. And I used to do large group facilitation, and I could not read the room because everything is covered.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't read them. So it was much more difficult to engage them. So those were the two inspirations that had me create that business. And then my husband's business, he sells sanitation chemicals in Latin America. So he helps the food stay safe.
I'm in Mexico a little bit. I'm in Mexico.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What part?
I'm in Mérida, so Yucatan, but Mérida is a very safe city where nothing happens. It's one of the third cities. Each time you say, each time I say I live in Mexico, sorry, we are going to take the conversation.
No, that's okay. I love Mexico.
Everyone say to me, oh my God, it's so dangerous. But not in Mérida. Mérida looks like a extraterrestrial lab where people come here have no clue why they are here. And you meet these old people and you feel, I don't know, because I'm transforming a lot during my journey on Mexico. And I grew up in Africa. So Mexico for me is really familiar. And it feels amazing. It feels amazing to be here. But I will listen to you, and I will add a little thing about, the difference between us being successful or not successful, in my opinion, is connected with the first question that I did to you. What is your why? Because a strong why, and this is valid for growing online as well and getting more people. You need to figure out your story. You need to figure out your why. Stronger is the why, more easy is to get. If your why is to be famous, or if your why is just the money, I love money, but money follows joy. Money follows your beliefs. Money follows, I have a tapping sequence, then I say more money I make, more fun I have, more money I make. So it's not only that. So I always compare the why as a full address on GPS. If you have just the street, you will not find my house. If you have just a seat, you don't find my house. But the strong why is a full address on the GPS.
That's a great analogy. Yes. Yeah. And I think it's, for me, it's having a why that serves a bigger purpose than me. And that may not be for everyone, but that is what drives me. Is I feel like I've been given incredible experiences, positive and negative, that I've learned from, and have a lot of expertise, and have tied all of that together with my gifts. And I feel like it's my responsibility to share with others, because in here, it doesn't do any good. And so if I can lift others, I just joined another networking group, and their mantra is lift others while you're climbing.
Oh, nice.
And I love that, because that describes, we're always climbing, hopefully, right? We're always growing and expanding, but who can we bring with us and who can we support? Because there's abundance, there's enough of us, there's enough joy, there's enough money, there's enough everything in the universe. It's abundant, it's never ending. And so why hoard it? I believe that we should share it so that others can benefit as well and be their best selves.
It's amazing. Where can people find you online? Can you tell? You are going to send me as well the links if you don't mind. But if you can share every place, just do full advertising, because
sure,
it's beautiful. So please.
So I'm building my website. But you can find me on LinkedIn at Brenda Flores or Life Design by You. That is my LinkedIn handle.
Life Design by You. Life Design.
Excuse me, Instagram. I am on LinkedIn as well as Brenda Flores. I'm on Facebook as Brenda Flores. I have a group on Facebook that's Life Design by You, Mindset for Success. And I have several programs coming up. So I'll send you the links to those as well. One of them is next Monday, the 24th of April. And it's a 1 hour mindset reset. So I'm excited about that one. And then I'll have several other offers coming up. So I'll send you the link on how people can get a hold of me and how they can enroll in that if they would like to.
That is perfect. I want to give you two gifts. One, a free invitation to my my event this week. So it's a 1 hour and a half each day, and it's going to be recorded as well. And I'm going deep in how to grow online, how to get more people, not grow necessarily in thousands of followers, but growing the people in the leaders than you, not grow followers, grow leaders.
Right,
that is
wonderful.
My vision. And it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Monday around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that is one invitation. It's a small group, so we will tap as well. Did you ever did tapping?
I haven't. I'm excited to try it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you are going for a treat, because it's
great.
Power. It's going to be a lot of fun. And another invitation is I'm giving away 1 hour of my time to create a full roadmap for the next 3 months for any project that you want, or just look into what you are doing. And just like, I love to do that, because each new business that I bring in makes me create better offers for my client.
Right.
And it makes my brain work, because I'm not thinking about just this specific thing. So that is the two gifts that I'm going to send to you straight away through
I appreciate that. Wonderful. And I'd love to offer you a spot in my session, one of my sessions as well. So I'll send you that info.
We can do that. We can totally. And another thing is, if you can invite, if you want, or you can invite anyone, is for women as us, all ages, all forms, all shapes, all religions.
Oh, wonderful.
To bring that as a powerhouse, because that event, I want to do it often, and I want to invite other people to be on the event as speakers as well. This is a beta version, so I'm trying to figure out but it's going to be often. I want to ask you, if you could go to the past in a specific moment and you feel like there was a changement going on, and send a message to yourself, what did you send?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. If I could go into the past and send a message to myself, I would tell myself to go inward.
Okay.
Nice. And grow from inward and not compare.
Amazing.
And that I already have everything I need to be self-loving and self-accepting and successful.
Perfect. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much. I'm going to text you in a second on the messenger. I need to say thank you to you. You make my day.
Thank you so much. Beautiful.